Let us now look at SAP HANA prerequisites for Defender CDM and various steps involved in creating IBM flash system based immutable safeguarded copy snapshot backup. In order for the Defender copy data management to interact with SAP database, the HDB CLI module must be installed. This is done using the pip command made available by Python installation. The Python installation must be 3.9 and above. To avoid connecting as system user, we use a user with minimum privileges required for database backup. The username and password must be same in both tenant and system databases, with specific privileges as shown here. The operating system user with sudo privileges is used to avoid using root or application specific accounts. The support note listed here indicates all the prerequisites in greater details. Let's begin with configuration in Defender CDM. We start at the Identities section. The screen already shows different users configured in the CDM appliance. The user ECX agent is already created on both HANA systems with sudo privileges. This user will be used for operating system specific actions. The user SCDM admin is used for database actions. Next, we define a SLA policy to create a safeguarded copy snapshot using storage virtualize for snapshot provider using flash system storage provider. The snapshot suffix is provided to identify the safeguarded copy, and the number of days to keep the snapshot is provided. Next, we proceed to register the SAP HANA provider. A name is provided. Now notice the host address. This is the virtual IP address that is registered in the pacemaker cluster. We define the port in a specific format and then provide the operating system and database user. CDM now successfully registers the provider SAP HANA and triggers the inventory job. The inventory job tries to identify the running SAP process by using the instance that we had provided, and it also identifies the volumes that are connected to the system. We are now ready to define the new backup job. We simply choose new backup job from the jobs window and then provide a meaningful name for the job. We select the SID that we have identified as part of inventory job and select the SLA policy we defined earlier. Clicking Create Job completes the job creation process. Back in the job window, the job can now be started by choosing the Start from the context menu. As the job execution begins, in the activity window, we see the details for the executing job log. The output is speed up for quick completion here. Once the job completes, it provides details about the steps it has executed for the successful backup.